Today, we're going to talk about 4 reasons why content creation and just artistic expression is so hard for so many people. And I want to do that specifically by taking a look at Miss Rihanna herself. So lately, she has come out with a bunch of different products. We know her from her Ponde Replay days to be a musician, but ever since then, she's completely evolved and grown into this household name. Now, I think most recently, she's come out with a milk water toner. She's come out with a Fenty perfume. She's even come out with yet another iteration of the lip gloss. She is on fire. Going from her to the opposite end of why content creation is so hard for so many people. Number 1 is a fear of what other people are going to think. This is so common. People are so worried about if I post this, or if I say this, or if this doesn't look quite right, what are people going to say? And the fact of the matter is, people are always going to have something to say. Nothing will ever be quite right. No matter how much you try, no matter how in place you try to make everything seem, someone will comment on something you are doing. So it's easier to just get used to imperfection, get used to the fact that people will say something or call something out, and go ahead and put yourself out there despite that, because there will be the people who are going to love what you do also. Number 2 reason why content creation is so hard for so many people is that they tend to niche down too much. And that sounds counterintuitive because you hear a lot of people talking about how you should try to find your niche, especially as a YouTuber. Find your niche, know your audience, cater to them, etc., etc. But then what tends to happen is if you narrow down your topics of discussion too much, then you end up feeling forced to have to talk about certain things. And what happens when you run out of things to talk about within that very narrowed down column? Then you start stressing yourself out and pulling your hair out, trying to figure out what to do to try to fit into a box that you created for yourself. So if you are especially like just starting off with content creating, one way to help with that would be just to explore a variety of topics. Let's go back to our girl Rihanna. Yes, she did start off making music, but she didn't stop there. You know, she explored beauty, perfumes, whatever. It might take some time of exploration to kind of figure out exactly what you want to do and what you want to talk about. So every now and then, throw in something different. Be true to yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to make creating content so much easier. The third reason why content creation is difficult for so many people is that they try to be someone else. Now, this is common because there's so many mixed messages from the media on how to be, how to look, how to talk, how to do this, how to do that. And also when you're starting off as a content creator, usually you see other people that you admire and you think you want to do what they're doing. So what ends up happening is you basically copy and paste the things they're doing, and even more importantly than that, the way they're doing it, and you try to do it yourself. But you don't realize that other people's mannerisms are not meant to be worn by you. You can't be someone else just by doing what they do. You can't achieve what they've achieved just by doing what they do. So it's very important that even if you have a similar topic, or even if you're doing something similar, that you find a way to make it your own, to make it true to yourself. And that's what's really going to help you shine through. Number 4, there are probably many more reasons, but we're just going to talk about 4 for today. And the last one is complicating the process. So many people overcomplicate content creation. So that means you try to figure out the best editing software. You try to get the best camera right away. You try to get the best this and the best that. And over time, all of these things can actually help with your ability to produce content that people love and are attracted to. But in the beginning especially, it's a lot of work, and it can be a little bit discouraging to hyper focus on these little things that you don't really know how to control yet. Like, for example, I'm not a videographer. I don't know how to work an expensive camera, and I'm just using my phone right now to record this video. So if I were hyper focused on trying to figure out all the different aspects and details of a new camera before even starting, I probably would just never even start. The best thing to do is to keep it as simple as possible for yourself. The whole idea is that you get to create something. You get to have an artistic medium or expression. You get to have a way to just get yourself, your inner you out. So adding all these extra things right away makes it too complicated. Simplify it for yourself, and you'll see that should go much better. So that's all for today. Comment below what you think about this topic, like this video, and subscribe to the channel to get more like this. See you next time.